What's up, people? Orseofkorse here, coming to you with another Paragon deck build video. This one is going to deal with Riktor. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I built my Riktor pretty tanky, but we'll go through the deck and talk about it. So the first start, I'm going to start out with my prime card. I'm actually going with the Archmagus. Now you may be wondering, since I'm building them tanky, why didn't I go with the tank one? And the reason I did that is because since I'm building him tanky, I'd rather have him get this extra damage when he gets his Orb Prime. You can go ahead and go with you know, the Centurion if you want, but I picked this one just for that extra damage. If we get Orb Prime, I want to be able to really you know, hurt the enemy teams, because I'm usually the person who engages or starts the fight, you know, either with a pull or whatever. So that's why I want that route. Now, I have 5 cards in my consumable slot. Usually I'll start out with the Health Potion, Scout Ward, and the Chrono Tonic. Now, if I feel like I need the jungle, then I'll put on the Harvester's Key. And if I feel like I'll be going through mana for whatever reason, like I happen to be solo laning, I don't know, but I'll just put the mana potion there just in case I feel like I need that. But usually I go with this, the double health potions, and this one also gives you cooldown reduction. So it gives you the 6 health regen and 7.5 cooldown reduction. So I'll go with that, get my hook up a little bit faster, get my slow up a little bit faster. Scout's Ward, of course, because you want the vision. And well, let's go ahead and move on to the equipment. So this isn't in any particular order. I just have them here. They just go into this order automatically. But in any case, so we're going to start with the Elder Mage Amulet. So this right here gives you 6.5 energy damage, 100 health, and when you fully upgrade it, it gives you another 200 health. And I upgrade that with a Minor Cast and 2 healths. So the 2 healths, that gives you a nice little health pool once you max that out. And I want the Minor Cast just to give myself a little bit of damage. I try to give him just a bit of damage so that he can actually pose a threat to some of the people. You don't want your tanks to have no damage, because then, you know, people just won't bother with you for the most part. So here we have the tempered plate. I built that with a greater guard and 2 healths. This right here will give you the physical defense that you need pretty well here, but also the extra 300 health will also be good. Now I went with the Tomb Barrier next. Greater health and a barrier. So that's 66 energy armor, 300 health, 22 energy armor and 100 health. Once fully upgraded, 44 energy armor, and for temper plate is 44 physical armor. I can't remember if I said that or not. So now here's the thing. If you don't have a physical champion on the enemy team that's a threat, don't even use this. If you don't have an energy champion on another team that is a threat, don't use that. So, you know, don't even worry about it. Only use them if you need them. So I put this card in there because there are going to be times when you don't need to use one of these, when you don't have a physical or energy threat on the other team. So I put Shadow Scroll in there and I put damage on it. Now I mixed it up depending on how I want to use it, but you can build it however you want. But this one gives you 6.5 energy damage, 16 energy pin. You want that pin just so your attacks do you know, break through a little bit of that armor that people build automatically now. And once you fully upgrade it, you'll get 13 energy damage. So I would probably go with like 2 major casts and a cast, but I usually don't use it. I usually build the defense, but if you do have a slot free, you don't need to use them. I say go with the Shadow Scroll, get that extra damage up, become a threat to the enemy team. Bane Flesh, I like having this in there because if you do have to build straight tanky or mostly tanky, this will add some extra damage and make you a little bit more of a threat. So it gives you health, and I upgraded with 3 healths, and it gives you a little bit of crit, which is, you know, not really that important, but the active is what's important. So for 6 seconds when hit by basic attacks, apply a poison stack to attackers. So that's good. So if people are trying to beat on you, take you down really quickly, you'll also put a poison stack on and start doing some damage to them, help your team out in that way. So that's why I go with the Bane Flesh. Now these are the cards that I usually start out with. I go with the Ether Weave Mesh, and that right there gives you 22 energy armor, 2.5 cooldown reduction. And then I go with a barrier and chrono. So 2 barrier and chrono, that's 5 cooldown reduction, 44 energy armor. So now this card, the important thing about this card is that it will give you the cooldown reduction. Once you fully upgrade it, you'll have 10% cooldown reduction. So I usually build these two regardless, just for that cooldown reduction, because this with these two alone, you end up with 30% cooldown reduction, which is pretty good. I think the cap is 40, so 30 is pretty good. That'll have your cooldowns looking pretty well, and it gives you a pretty good defense against physical and energy. That's why I say if you don't need to use a tempered or tune, you already have a little bit of resistance anyway, so you'll be okay. You don't have to go overboard with the extra. So that's what I have so far for my Riktor build as far as his deck goes. The way I upgrade, this is my priority, his ultimate of course. And then I would probably say shock therapy, then your whiplash, and then your electrocute. So people, that's all I got for you today with the Riktor vid. I just want to do a short video showing how I build his deck and how useful he can be in team fights. Really, I might do another live stream with him, and I'll edit that one a little bit so it's not as long as the one I have up so far. But if this video helped you at all, make sure to drop a like, share the video, and subscribe so you'll know when my next videos are coming out. I'm trying to upload videos every day, or at least a couple of times a week, 2 or 3 times a week at the least. So there should always be a new video up at least a couple of times a week. So make sure to hit that like button. Thank you for watching, people. This is Orseofkorse. We'll see you in the next video.